No, it's not. Girl, can you flip the camera around?
What?
Flip the camera around.
Finish? Camera? Oh, there you go.
Girl.
She said 1 minute.
Yeah, freaking me out. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to get the headphones on. Alyssa, can you do this? There. Good enough. Okay. Thanks for joining Fight for Life Radio. Enjoy your live stream. There we go.
Oh, that's so loud. You may.
Try not to touch the table because it makes a loud noise.
Don't touch the table.
Yeah. Thank you for joining Fight for Life Radio. We're your pro-life DJs, Deb and Jess, and bringing you the weekly update for the week of October 21st through October 27th, 2021. You helped to facilitate 78 free pregnancy tests and 49 free ultrasounds at First Choice Pregnancy Services in Las Vegas, Nevada. We wanted to give a shout out to the Nevada Republican Club. Thank you for your support today at your event. And Deb has been out the last couple of weeks, but she's back with us today. Deb, welcome back.
It's good to be back.
Why don't you tell our listeners what you've been doing these last couple of weeks?
I just want to say my fill-in for the last 2 weeks, the awesome Kelly Gresh. She did a great job, and she's a good fill-in for me. I think she should do it more often. Well, for the last couple of weeks, I have been out knocking on churches, speaking with pastors, anybody I can get that is interested in partnering with First Choice, hearing what we're doing, bringing awareness to all that we do at First Choice. You know, I've been to a lot of churches in the last 2 weeks. 3 dozen actually. And I have yet to find one church I've been to that was aware of an abortion pill reversal or an abortion reversal for that matter. So I have been educating a lot of people lately on what we're doing here in Las Vegas and the technology that exists that we're able to save unborn babies that people don't realize are able to be saved.
Now, when you say abortion reversal, can you just clarify what that means?
So there are 2 types of abortion reversals that we have done at First Choice. The pregnancy center, well, the abortion clinic across from us does abortions up through the 2nd trimester of pregnancy. So when you get to the 2nd trimester of pregnancy for an abortion, that procedure is a 2-day process. So they insert laminaria sticks to dilate you. We have reversed that by our doctor removing those to stop dilation. The most common abortion reversal that we've done a lot over the last 1.5 to 2 years is abortion pill reversal.
What exactly does that entail?
Yeah, so some of you might be familiar with the RU486. That's the abortion pill that everybody kind of knew of using for between 6 to 8 weeks. With COVID happening, they tried to get around cutting down on a lot of their surgical procedures, and so they've extended that to 10 weeks. So we have quite a few girls that call us or call the National Abortion Pill Hotline that are at home alone by themselves taking these pills, kind of a do-it-yourself abortion at home. And our doctor is able to prescribe medication to them to counter that first pill that they've taken. Generally, if you can get in within a first 24 hours that you've taken the pill, your chances of being able to reverse it are much higher. So our doctor will prescribe something that counters the medication they've taken and allow them to carry their baby to term more often than not.
Hence the term abortion pill reversal, because it stops the abortion that had been initiated through the abortion pill, and it helps to reverse the effects that the abortion pill would have already had on the pregnancy.
Yeah, it's amazing what God's allowed us to do with science in a good way.
Yes. So with you meeting with churches and whatnot, and you sharing this information and really empowering these churches with education, which is what we do at the center, is we empower the women through education. Do you have any interesting stories that you want to share besides today's topic? Besides, we already have a topic set aside for today. Is there any other interesting stories?
Well, it's been encouraging to see God's people excited to hear about what we are doing. Lake Mead Christian Academy down in Henderson was definitely a highlight of our discussion. It was one person after another, and it ended up a circle of three that got involved in the conversation, and we're just like, we want to partner with you guys. They were super excited to hear what we were doing and try and include some of their kids in what we were doing. There's several churches that I had really great visits with, but they were definitely one that was super encouraging to myself and Nancy on a particular day we were out.
Amen. Well, if your church would like a visit from First Choice Pregnancy Services too, please call us 702-294-2273, or you can even come down and take a tour of our center, which we encourage you to do, where you can see firsthand how God is working through the ministry at First Choice and intervening for babies from being aborted. Deb, recently the topic was brought up about the methods that we use here at First Choice. We speak truth and love into the lives of the women seeking out our help. Can you touch on that and why it's so important to First Choice to use and keep our methods?
Yeah, and I told Jessica we should have a whole radio show on this.
But we only have a few minutes, so.
I actually was trying to get one of our awesome counselors in our office to come join us on this radio show today. I was like, you need to come speak into this, because it was brought up on a visit with the pastor about a week ago that he knows that we use graphic materials at our center.
And when you say graphic materials, can you just kind of explain what that means?
Yeah, so we have literature that has images of aborted babies between the weeks of 9 to roughly 22 weeks, which is what they're doing across the street from us. We also have videos. We actually have a list of videos that we make available to the girls when they come in, and we ask them if they'd be willing to watch one video while they wait for the results of their test. Those videos vary from images in the womb, prenatal, adoption. We have videos that explain the abortion procedure. We have videos that show an actual abortion procedure. We have gospel videos, so it kind of depends on what that girl is interested in watching and what she chooses, but we go all out for the babies at First Choice. We
We're the last line of defense.
We
truly.
are the last line of defense, and just as this conversation topic arose with the pastor, I've done a lot of reflection on it, just in thinking about the battle that's raging across America and how long Roe versus Wade has been the law of our land, and how we can't win this battle if we continue to shade the ugly truth and reality of abortion and we continue to sugarcoat the topic. If abortion is so horrifying, we can't stand to look at it. We need to stop sugarcoating it, and we need to be all in for these babies. We need to show these mothers what it is they're prepared to do, and let God work in their hearts and minds through that. If that offends their conscience, so be it. That baby is the individual that we are seeking to be all out for there. When God brings that woman through our door, we seek to be that person standing in defense of that baby that's on its way to the slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
So
if we don't offend them now with the truth and reality of what they're going to be putting their bodies through and putting their babies through, then they'll be offended for the rest of their life when they have the burden and the shame that they'll have to carry for the rest of their life. So let's just nip it in the bud now. Yeah. Educate them. Yes.
And I say it's better to see a picture of the reality of a choice you're interested in making prior to making that, than making it and afterwards facing the reality of your choice and having no way to rectify or reverse that decision.
That's right.
God's a God of truth, and people can handle truth. They might not like the truth, but truth is necessary, and God's people need to be bold as lions and sharing the truth and letting the chips fall where they may.
God hasn't changed his opinion on murder. He doesn't change at all. And you will get to meet some of our babies who have been saved at our upcoming banquet just less than 2 weeks away now. We have a lofty goal of 1,410 seats to be completely sold out at our venue, and we have 521 seats sold to date. Now, God has worked in a mighty, mighty way so far this week to get us to that point, and we know that he can and will continue to work to meet our very specific goal. We need your help in filling those seats at the banquet with pro-life advocates. Will you share our banquet information or social media posts? Banquet is going to be held, it's our 17th annual banquet. It's a fundraising banquet, and it's titled Champions for Life. It's going to be Friday, it's just 2 Fridays from now, November 12th, 2001, from 5:30 to 9. 5:30 to 6:15, we're going to have a meet and greet with our keynote speaker, Abby Johnson. It's going to be held at the Westgate Resort. We're also going to be having Seth Gruber, who's also a pro-life advocate, and he'll be delivering our closing remarks. We'll have special entertainment from Mrs. Nevada International 2022, Ashley Tesoro, and musical entertainment by my friend and the beautiful Emily Allen. You can register for your seats today, and I encourage you to do that at www.firstchoicefriendslv.org. Please prayerfully consider joining the fight for life today. Our Heavenly Father tells us in Luke 6:38 to give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, and shaken together, running over, shall men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that you meet withal, it shall be measured to you again. And he also tells us that for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Matthew 6:21. If your heart is to give to missions, if your heart is to save lives, if your heart is in supporting families, and if your heart is bringing up the next generation for the Lord and sharing the gospel, please give today. Please join the fight for life at firstchoicefriendslv.org. You can get registered. Deb?
And I do want to clarify a point. I got reminded to share it. We don't spring graphic imagery on our clients. It is something that they sign a release for, and they're fully aware of it before they're shown that. It's just an option that we give so that they can make a well-informed and educated decision before they make it.
Right.
And we'll speak more about this at the banquet, so we hope you guys come next week.
Absolutely. We have a show-stopping night in store for you. You can follow us on social media, where you can also see more about what we're posting about the banquet. You can follow us on Facebook and YouTube at FCPS Friends, or on Twitter and Instagram, FCPS_friends. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye. Who else listening? The text from him.
What do you say?